Hi guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be reading some more spooky stories that I have found on Reddit and that I've got permission to read from the authors on Reddit. So as per usual, I have my giant office chair in here. I have my spooky background because we are now in spooky season. And I do have well, it's not spooky, but it's a Bath & Body Works candle. This is the Berries Waffle and Cone candle. Looks like this and it smells delicious. I wish you could smell it because it literally smells like berry jam. It smells so good. I wish I had a spooky candle, but I don't currently have any. The last time that I went to Bath & Body Works, I just got a bunch of soaps, so I do have a haul to do in the next couple of videos, probably the one after this, maybe, I'm not sure yet. But I didn't get any candles because they didn't have any sales, and I'm not about to pay $25 for a candle. That's crazy. So I'm waiting for the sales, and then once the sale comes, I'll hopefully be able to get some of the kind of fall scents and like winter scents, because the winter scents are the ones that I actually enjoy. I don't really care for the fall scents. They kind of just go overboard with pumpkin, and I'm not really into like the scent of pumpkin that much. So I'm waiting for the winter scents to come in that are like the hot chocolate and cake and brownies and like all of those delicious scents that are fall themed. And last year I didn't get any because Bath & Body Works in my city sucks. So I'm waiting for winter, and hopefully winter scents start coming out soon. So fingers crossed, because I'm sick and tired of summer scents. But berries, waffles, and cream smells really good, so it's okay. So I have a couple stories to read. So I just got them from Reddit, so I'm really excited to dive into them and read them with you guys. So the first story is from the Reddit user, Ashley Winchester. I love your name. I'm assuming it's from Supernatural because the boys are Sam and Dean Winchester, and I think that's hilarious. So I'm really excited about your name, and I'm really excited to read your story. So here we go. I'm gonna hopefully read it slower and be a little bit more spoopy, because as you guys know from watching my other videos, I suck at reading, so bear with me. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No. All right. Hi, first of all, my name is Ashley. All of the crazy stuff I'm about to tell you started when my grandpa passed away. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but ever since then I was able to see and hear things other people couldn't. Until I was around 10 years old, I was able to see and talk to my grandpa. Although I never really felt scared or nervous talking to him, even though I knew he had passed away when I was very young, I always felt like he was my guardian angel. I still feel his presence to this day at the age of 32. When I was around 28, I had to move in with my sister for a while. I was sitting in the room she fixed up for me one night around 11 o'clock, so mostly everyone in the house was asleep, when all of a sudden I saw something move in the corner of my eye. I thought it was my little niece and was about to turn and tell her to go back to bed, but what I saw when I looked up chilled me to the bone. It was not my niece. I mean, it looked like her, but instead of her beautiful brown eyes, her eyes were solid black, and she had a super creepy grin on her face. Before I could even open my mouth to scream or say anything, she completely vanished right in front of me, and to this day it still haunts me. Currently, when I'm home alone or when everyone else is asleep, I hear my name being called. I see shadows walking by or around me from the corners of my eyes, and last night there was another incident. I was sitting in bed about to go to sleep when I felt like I was being stared at. When I looked up immediately, my eyes locked on a pair of glowing eyes from my closet. No clue whether it was my mind playing tricks on me or if it was something more sinister. And that's how our story ends. So like, that story was really short, but really creepy. I couldn't imagine seeing like my little nephew or my little niece and like not having their eyes be like normal, having like black pupilless eyes staring back at you. Oh my God, that would scare the crap out of me. I literally have goosebumps. Just imagine like a demonic little child coming near you. Oh my God, no thank you. So I have another story to read. It's a little bit longer, so I only included 2 stories in this video. That's usually about what I do. I usually do about 2 stories depending on the length of them, but because this one is fairly long, I'm just doing a second story, so we shall see if I can get through this one without getting goosebumps. So this is from the Reddit user Ali00124252683. Long name. So hi, my name is Ali. I've posted on here before about several different experiences. I haven't written on here for a while, but I guess I finally just felt the need to let it all out somehow. I guess sometimes the experiences just bother me more than I would like. I've been living in this old 1880s farmhouse for a while now, probably racking it up to about 7 years. I've had unbelievably terrifying experiences while I've been here, but as I said before, some bother me more than others. Because I've grown up with the paranormal, some things don't bother me. Usually, it just bothers me if it's inherently demonic activity. The story takes place a few nights ago. I'd been having demonic dreams every night for over a week and a half. Not just one a night either. It was more like 2 or 3 per night. Just these awful and horrific tales unfolding in my mind every time I closed my eyes and I tried to sleep. I thought it could be the shows I was watching, or maybe it was what I was listening to as I was going to bed. So I changed the shows I was watching and only watched light-hearted shows, and I changed the show I was watching as I fell asleep each night, but I still had the terrible dreams. On the last night of my nightmare streak was when I had the most terrifying dream that I had ever had. I was in the dining room of my home, talking to an elderly woman. She was very kind, but seemed very worried and in total distress. She was asking me about my house. She asked me about the different things I've seen in it. So I started telling her all about it. She started writing things down as if she was checking things off on a checklist of sorts. I was confused, but continued on. Just as I was talking to her, I looked over into the library of my house. So a little information here. The library is located right next to the dining room. Now, if any of you have seen The Conjuring 2, there was a leather chair and a lamp in the corner of their living room in their house, the one that Bill Winkins died in. Well, in our library, there's a leather chair in the corner with a lamp just like that one. It gives the library a creepy vibe. It has a dim light and an old green carpet with a brown baby grand piano in the opposite corner of the room with a mirror behind it. Overall, it's just a creepy room. After looking into my library, I saw what appeared to be a human being hanging from the ceiling. They were hanging upside down in the shape of a T behind the old leather chair. As I kept watching, it dropped down to the floor and began crawling towards the woman and I. It had a white dress and appeared to be a woman. Its hair was black and gray and was unbrushed. Its irises were non-existent. It only had a pupil. They held nothing but the utter thrill of seeing how scared we were. But there was something else there. Joy. Not in a nice way. It was deeply evil, almost like it knew something that we didn't know. It grabbed onto me and I tried telling it to leave me alone, but the more I tried, the wider the smile became. I couldn't speak more than a couple words here and there, and it was almost as if it was keeping me from talking. It grabbed onto my arms as if it was trying to put something into me. It let go and did the same thing to the woman I was with. She started screaming at it and telling it to leave in Jesus' name, but it wouldn't go. She pushed it towards the door, and as we got closer to the door, the demon turned into a black dog, but the woman wouldn't stop rebuking it. So it went back into its true form of the woman and continued to stare at us with its terrible eyeless eyes. The woman forced it out of the door and closed the screen door, but we could still see it there, smiling. The way that it stared at us didn't sit right with me. It was almost as if it was saying, only with a look, that it wasn't going anywhere, and it wanted me to know that. The dream ended with the evil entity staring right into my soul. I sat up in bed and instantly ran into my kitchen to find both my parents there. I didn't feel right. I could still see its face in my mind, and I could still see it now as I'm writing this out. I felt followed by its evil eyes all day. I don't believe it was just a dream. I believe that the demonic entity I saw was real. As I went to tell my mother and sister about the dream, I realized the demon being in the shape of a T upside down in the library was actually it standing like Jesus did on the cross, only upside down. It was like it was mocking Jesus. If I didn't know it was a demon before, I definitely knew then. My sister then told me she also had a demonic dream about shadow people pulling her down off her bed and dragging her away. My mother then revealed to me that she had been praying in the exact spot that I saw the demonic entity that night, and at the same time that I was having the dream. The literal same spot. It couldn't be a coincidence, right? Either way, what I saw was real, and I'll never forget those cruel, eyeless eyes. So that was the end of that story. So sorry if the angle or the lighting has changed at all. My roommate came home and it was really loud for a couple of minutes. So now that I'm back, I really enjoyed that story. It was really creepy. It wasn't as creepy as the last couple of videos that I've read on the channel. The humanoid creature was super freaking creepy. This one was really creepy, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of The Conjuring because she brought me into The Conjuring, and that's just what I was thinking of. I don't know what I would do if I kept having dreams of that thing every single night. That is absolutely terrifying. Like I said in the other story, I don't know what I would do if I saw my niece or nephew with eyeless eyes just staring at me with just like big black pupils. That would freak me out so much. I know this video is a little bit shorter than last stories that I've read. I think the last one is a little bit longer, but I enjoyed this nonetheless. It was really fun. These videos are really fun to create, and these stories are really fun to read. If you guys have any stories that you want me to read and react to, please let me know in the comments down below, or you can message me on Instagram. My socials are all Twisted Glam. On Instagram, I believe there's an underscore. Here, there isn't, obviously, and on Twitter, I believe there's an underscore as well. So Instagram and Twitter are the exact same handle. It's just Twisted Glam underscore. So thank you so much to the two lovely authors that let me read and react to their their stories today. I will post their stories in my description box down below. If you guys want to go read and check out some of their other stories, you can definitely go do that. It's just on Reddit, and I'm really enjoying spooky season so far. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye!